Nje Masabui. Nje Masabui to my Indugos and my Indalas. And buenos dias to the Mexicanos, Chicanos, and Hispanics. Good morning, no matter where you are tuning in from. If you are an individual who believe that good morning is a spell, then top of the top to you, yours. I hope, whether you celebrate it or not, I hope that you was in concert with some amazing individuals. You was able to eat some delicious food and party and enjoy and appreciate your loved ones. Jim G, peace and blessings to you, man. Peace, Bobby. Yeah, I told Duan B to watch your channel. Oh man, shout out to Duan B. Thank you. First and foremost, thank you so much. I appreciate that level of support and engagement. Shout out to brother um Dewan B. I watched a few of his videos. I believe I may have commentated on one of his videos, but yeah, man, that's a brother that should get more acknowledgement as well in certain topics and so on and so forth. Because the brother's really over there doing something pretty decent. So, shout out to that brother, man. Unique in every way. In every way, you are unique, Queen. God bless you. Happy day after Christmas. You know what I mean? I pray that your Christmas was amazing. Whether you practice it, believe in it, or whatever the case may be. Fly Guy 1827, excuse me, Fly Guy 1827 says 16 to life keeps giving essays a pass. He does, but it's with good reason. Maybe he sees the potential in them. Maybe he doesn't want to shake up the waters. Maybe he have essays in his family. Maybe he's married to one. I don't know what the situation is. Maybe he's in a city, in a community where it is predominantly Hispanic, and he constantly runs into reputable gangster ass essays. I don't know. Maybe he see the humane side that they may have. I don't know why, but I'm not going to castigate or verbally reprimand the brother. Do he give passes, an excessive amount of passes to the essays when they come in disrespect? Most definitely they do. He do. Yeah, that's most definite. I don't give a where I'm at. I can be in the barrio of barrios in East Los. I can be somewhere where um the population is more of them than us, and I'm going to speak my truth. And that just is what it is. If you're in the belly of the beast, a lot of people take on a different stance, a different disposition when they're living in communities that is predominantly Hispanic. They allow their voices to be silenced or to be minimized. But shout out to brother Chill over there, 16 to life. I had did some content on brother Chill, and that exactly for that exact reason, you know, when it comes to engaging or trying to get non-blacks to take accountability for their actions, a lot of us are passive. Not me, but a lot of our people is passive. Young Joe, what's the deal? Salutes and respect to Ye in the chat. Much love and respect, man. Jim G said, damn, I didn't know he said that, but now I'm going to not going to support you. Hold on. I must have missed something. Hey man, thank y'all for keeping the chat session live, man. Y'all be yeah, man. You understand what I'm saying? I tried to connect Discord. Every time I try to connect the Discord, it doesn't allow me for some odd reason. Um, I'm not on here to be financially incentivized. I'm not here to be financially compensated. But if you feel inclined to drops a little something on me so that I can go out and continue to help more people It's a blessing. Thank you. If you can, thank you. If you can't, thank you. But Discord and the research that I was doing saying you had to activate the super chat. I activated the super chat, went back, tried to connect the Discord, and the Discord still wouldn't let me connect my YouTube to the Discord. So I don't know, man. I've been trying, I have been trying. But to no to no to no to no success. All right, so my partner Fly Guy says 16 to life keeps giving essays a pass. I agree. Jim G says what he was questioning. Jim G say, I'm not going to support Chile anymore. Fly Guy 1827 said, he said, old dude wasn't talking about all. Can you send me that? Because I'm not subscribed to Chill. I don't watch Chill's content. But if this guy came on here, I'm hoping it's a misunderstanding, brother. I am really hoping that it's a misunderstanding. Let me get myself in like this. I'm hoping it's a misunderstanding or somebody misheard or misinterpreted something somewhere. But if Chill went on any video, uploaded any video, went on any podcast and said that this racist motherfucker wasn't talking about all blacks, Chill, I'm going to have some choice words for you, bro. And you may not like them, but I don't give a fuck. If you're going to be biased, if you're going to hold back and you can't freely speak as a black man, then respectfully, just shut the fuck up and don't touch upon racism, interminority racism, bro. Just shut the fuck up. Talk about your little jail stories and all that shit and stay the fuck out of race issues as it pertains to interminority racism. If you can't speak as a black man, if you can't speak as a motherfucking man, then shut your motherfucking mouth. Because obviously you ain't qualified. You're not certified, you're not qualified to say a motherfucking thing if you are going to be biased. If you are going to hold back for whatever the fuck you holding back for. I hope my amazing brother is correct in what he said when this amazing brother said, he said, old dude wasn't talking about all blacks when he said mayates. I pray that this is a misunderstanding or a misinterpretation of something that Chill over at 16 to life said. I pray so, man. Please, if somebody can give me a link to that video, if somebody can play the audio for me or something, man. I know this motherfucker ain't came on here and did no coon ass shit like that. And that's why motherfuckers like American Cholo, and I didn't know this, I didn't have knowledge of this when I went on his platform. I did a show with a amazing Hispanic brother by the name of Amazing Javier. American Cholo saw the video that I did with Amazing Javier, which is a YA baby, and through Amazing Javier, he reached out, hey man, we'll do hoops, so on and so forth. All right, for sure, man, we'll do hoop. Went checked out first 1 or 2 videos, like, all right, for sure, let's do it. Went to his pad, warm reception. And even in the midst of him coming out as being a reformed racist, thank you for that warm reception, brother. Thank you, amazing and lovely wife. And I say that respectfully with no disrespect. Thank the both of you for the hospitality. Hold on, let's plug this up. Because they both was very hospitable, and I appreciate that. Offer me food, offer me beverages, and I appreciate that. One thing I can never be is fake. One thing I will never do is never give acknowledgement where acknowledgement is due. It don't matter if you're black, white, or It doesn't matter. When I got to that brother's house, man, it was a warm reception. They were very hospitable. They, you know what I mean, embraced me. His wife, amazing lady. From our interactions, amazing lady. You understand what I'm saying? Him, very hospitable, very welcoming, very mannerable. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't see that version of American Cholo that was calling Brother Tariq Nasheed a ghetto coon, so on and so forth, and all that. Because if I still elected to go, Cuz would have got a whole different side of me. Not a cordial, relaxed, chill. Okay, we doing this, you know what I mean? I respect you, you respect me side. If I know that he has said some very disrespectful, derogatory, and disparaging things about my people. But getting back to what I was saying, that's why you got individuals like American Cholo and this Pinche Baboso coming on here and calling us mayates, ghetto coons, and all this type of shit. Because of certain coon ass niggas that reinforce the stereotype and the narrative through their samboing. Nigga, this ain't the time to be samboing. If you can't be a real nigga, then shut the fuck up and exist where you exist at and stop coming over here in this playing field, dog, because we keep it raw, we keep it rugged, we don't put on no filters, and we gonna call a ball, a strike, no matter what the fuck. If it offends anybody, then fuck it, be offended. I came on here a year ago, and through the spirit of discernment and just psychoanalyzing a person and dissecting their content, I said, this motherfucker's a racist. Not because he's Hispanic, not because he's Chicano, Mexicano, not because he has been to prison, because of the things that he was saying, both overtly and covertly, both directly and indirectly. You judge a man by the fruit that he bear. I have yet to come on here and call them this, or this. Even though I believe, in my personal opinion, if I did come on here and call them this, and this, I will be justified. But it'll make me just as much as a racist or extreme prejudice, because you have to have a certain level of power, influence, and leverage in order to technically be called a racist. I don't have that. I don't have that influence. I don't have that leverage. So if I came on here and called them all these derogatory things that white folks had bestowed upon them, these adjectives that white folks gave to them, right? I would be just as bad as them. I would be an extreme prejudice, like these fucking racists. And hear me out when I give this analogy, because I feel like a lot of people may have misunderstood or misinterpreted what I was saying. If a man say, I'm not gay, right? That means he has never participated in any homosexual activities at all. If you participated, then you are that. If you go out there and bang somebody, boom, bam, bam, you are a boom, bam, bammer. You're an unaliver. Whether you did it one time or two times or several times, you're that. So let's stop playing and let's stop overlooking the fact that these motherfuckers is racist. I came on here, I told you. People didn't believe me. Oh, Bobby Ye is just running his mouth. Oh, Bobby Ye is trying to create racial tension. No, the racial tension already exists, baby. You ain't never went into a Hispanic restaurant and they treated you as if you was a goddamn, not only a rabid dog, but a rabid dog with mange? To where they didn't value you as a spending customer that's not going in there asking for a water cup and going to the drink fountain and getting drinks. They didn't value your money. They didn't appreciate you as a customer. They deal with you in a very condescending and rude way. So when people say, "Oh man, it's just people from the street who," it's people who are in places of business that treat blacks in the same fashion that white folks did during the Jim Crow era. Oh, we can't eat with y'all? But shit, just 10 years ago, we was cooking all y'all food, cleaning your houses, nursing your kids more so than you. But now we're unfit to eat with you. When the same food that you're consuming just 10 years ago was the food that we were preparing for you. But getting back to them, I went to Hattie Marie's barbecue. It was all right, right? Upon getting there, I noticed that it's a multicultural staff. Kudos for them. When I go to Lindo Michoacan restaurant here in Las Vegas, a pretty decent Mexican eatery, there's no blacks in there working. It's a Mexican restaurant. It's a few other Juan's flaming fajitas. I go in there. There's no blacks in there working. It's a Mexican restaurant. But when you go to, excuse me, Grits Cafe, formerly Kiss My Grits, or Kiss My Grits, formerly Grits Cafe. Soon as you go into this eatery, you're met with the realization that it's a multicultural staff, but it's a soul food restaurant owned by a black person. When you go into what's the other one? A popular black eatery out here in Las Vegas, soul food eatery. When you go into this restaurant, excuse me, you instantly see that it's a multicultural staff at this black owned restaurant. But when you go into these Hispanic, these Mexican restaurants, even this amazing Colombian restaurant that I like to go to over by Sahara, phenomenal steaks. Steaks is delicious. But you don't see no representation of blacks in there, whether it's African American or dark skinned Hispanic. They don't hire you. They don't want to hire you. So why do we hire them if they don't want to hire us? Because they have an understanding of finances. They have a deep understanding of community. They have a deep understanding of finances and how finances shape and build the community. We need to catch up if we can't catch on. We need to start practicing group economics. We need to start practicing hiring our own in our establishments. It's not about racism. It's not about prejudice. It's about strengthening your people. It's about employing your people so that we can start buying property, so that we can start buying land, so that our kids don't feel like the only way that they can get a pair of tennis, decent tennis, Michael Jordans, or a spray ground backpack is by going out there and engaging in criminal elements. You don't have to be a criminal in order to enjoy some of the luxuries of life. But you have to have a mother or a father that's a go-getter so they can afford you certain luxuries of this life. It should never be a black person out there, as long as there's black businesses saying, I can't find a job. And we own businesses now. Now we're owning corporations. Hire your people in the same fashion that they hire their people. But I don't want to bloviate. If Chill, getting back to the Chill situation, if Chill said that, please somebody send that to me in I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna have to put, yeah, I'm gonna have to put belt to ass via the internet. I'm gonna have to read that brother his rights. And that just is what it is because motherfuckers getting tired of these particular type of dudes. I'm not gonna say what I desire to say at the moment because I haven't seen the video in which he said that Cali Legends Media wasn't talking about all blacks when he said mayates. We just went through something similar to this. Oh, the dude, Triple B's from DLB 109th Street, when he said the Longos, when they push in blank, which is Negro unaliver, that they're not talking about all blacks. What's up with you fucking degenerates? What's up with dudes like these two individuals? It's becoming offensive. It's becoming like a slap in the face with a pile of dog shit. So him saying mayates don't affect or doesn't pertain to all blacks. It may not affect you because you cater to that population, because you take away and subtract certain things about yourself just to be in good standing with that population. You will reduce yourself and minimize your voice just to fit in with a population that don't hate your black ass. And that's a black motherfucker. Forgive me. Not practicing colorism or none of that. None of that. That's a Wesley Snipes, dark skinned type motherfucker. So you should be more vocal on your stance about standing up and speaking out against racism, no matter who's the perpetrator of it, no matter what their race, ethnicity, nationality, affiliation is. Your black ass should be calling that shit out, you Wesley Snipes looking motherfucker. You got this black motherfucker. Look like he's kissed by the sun directly. Look like he just came from the motherland last week. That's continuously or continually giving passes to individuals that come on here and disrespect his people. You should be a better representation of a black man, especially with you being as dark as your ass is. You a dark motherfucker. So when they come on here and talk about mayates, they're really talking about your dark ass. You's a dark brother. But I don't see that black pride in this dear brother. I don't see that spirit of blackness in this dear brother. What I see is a lost brother who has become so addicted to clicks, likes, views, subscribers, that this brother, this dear brother, with this amazing dark pigmentation, with all this melanin all throughout his body, this blessed, this amazing brother would silence himself, minimize his voice just to placate the Hispanic population. Brother, I'm gonna lift you up in prayer. Tupac they say, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. But I say, the darker the flesh, the deeper the roots. Don't uproot yourself, brother, because of social media relevance. Don't uproot yourself, brother, when God has divinely touched you and gifted you with the pigmentation that you have. See, when it comes like that, it makes me wonder, does this brother hate his complexion? Does this brother hate his skin? Does this brother hate his people? Because you know it is some dark-skinned people, not all. But it is some dark-skinned people that reminds me of this brother. And they suffer from a mental health disorder of hating themselves because God has divinely touched them, created them to be dark complected. Brother, you got deep roots. You are divinely created by the Most High God, and you hate yourself. There's nothing wrong with looking like Wesley Snipes, brother. There's nothing wrong with being dark, 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 brother. Love yourself. Have some integrity. And what I say to you, my dear brother, is this. If you're in a position and you can't be fair and you can't call out racism and you can't call out these people who continue perpetuate racism, racial stereotypes, and so on and so forth, then don't speak on it. That's what you got me for. Red Supreme, Mr. Viral over at the Viral Way. Shout out to Red Supreme. Shout out to Mr. Viral over there and the whole staff at the Viral Way podcast. Shout out OG Bam. And shout out OG Hoover Gumby for calling these people out for their racist antics that's displayed in practice in the community setting as well as on social media. Brother Chill, I say to you, you divinely black motherfucker. Just be quiet and let us deal with this. But we're going to get into the content, man. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I really want to read some more comments. I feel like it's going up. Unique in every way said, it was peaceful. Thank you. Hopefully yours was as well. Mine was phenomenal. Went to work, made some money so that I can take care of the overhead and make sure that my daughter can enjoy certain luxuries in life and that all her needs is taken care of. Any day that I can get up and I can get some paper and I can do what I love to do to get some paper is a blessed day for me. Young Joe says, salute and respect to Yay in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. Jim G said, damn, I didn't know he said that, but now I'm not going to support Chili. Fly Guy said, yeah, he said that, bro. Jim G says, Fly Guy, I believe someone else said that he be doing that too. Fly Guy says he do. Malik Carter said, facts, cuz definitely true, yay. Appreciate you, brother. Jim G says, damn, if S-Bone was still alive, he wouldn't be passive. Jerry Brown says, have you ever been pistol whipped? Have you? Fly Guy said, I'm going to see if he still got it up. My partner Polo says, top of it. Much love. Tops. Fly Guy said, I just checked. It's still there 19 hours ago. Video with old dude's face on the screen. He said it. If you can just give me the timestamp. If you can, boop, he said it at this timestamp, then I'm going to check it out and I am going to commentate on it. I'm going to make that brother content. That's what we're going to do. Young Joe says, facts, yay. Big Boss 5-1 says, salute, yay. Much respect return, Kim, folks. Fly Guy says, nah, bro, I watched that vid. I don't know how YouTube links get sent, but it's still a new vid of his. If you can just give me the timestamp, go to the video and what he said, pause the video and tell me what those numbers say, and I can get straight to it. Jim G says, Fly is right. Chili capping for them. Yeah, he tap dancing. Most definitely. Fly Guy, American Cholo ain't been the same since Wack knocked on his door. Yeah, he's a reform racist. His daughter has produced biracial children, and I believe that slightly changed his stance on African Americans because an African American brother, you know, had a child or children with his daughter. Shout out to his daughter. Shout out to the brother that had a baby with his daughter. It's all love. The gentleman says black rage bait is a new grift online for views. So I think the Mexicans are figuring out it drives up engagement. I like what you just said, brother. Let's highlight that. Black rage bait is a new grift online for views. So I think Mexicans are figuring out it drives up engagement. But somebody gonna get their ass whooped. You can't be coming on here calling us niggers, mayates, and all this, and you like to go to the casino and don't think ain't nobody gonna see your ass and boop, bop, boop, bop, bop. 2P show dog ass. Roger Evans says, top, much love and respect. The gentleman says it's embedded in Hispanic culture to look down on black people. The gentleman said, that's the reality. Shorty McGriff says, salute Bobby and salute chat. Salute to you, my amazing brother. Start gatekeeping Your culture is what the brother said. They playing in our face, most definitely. Malik says, fact, Shay. Shuddy McGriff says, what up, Malik Carter? What up, Jim G? What up, Polo B? What up, Young Joe? Rich Religion, they ain't black. They ain't us. You will figure it out. Okay, so I got a decent amount of comments, and I'm gonna get one more. My brother Malik. Malik says, so we as black Americans supposed to let that black brother, and he betrayed us. Hold on, y'all may need to help me with this one. I think my brother was typing fast. My brother say, so we as black Americans supposed to let that black brother in. He portrayed us. Hell no, he betrayed us. My bad, brother. He gotta find his own way now. I feel you. Once I get that timestamp, I am going to do a video. Matter of fact, that'll be my video tonight. Somebody, when I go to work, I boop, pop, 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 and get it, and then we commentate on it when I come back. And I'm gonna open up the panel for brothers to come on and give their real opinions about what Chill may have said and what's their, what's their opinion about this dude? Because this ain't the first time he did some crazy ass shit. But let's get into this content. I called this motherfucker a racist some time ago. Where's my cellular device? I have timestamps. Hold on, we gonna get into this shit right here, like this right here. Been telling my people this motherfucker was a racist before he just came down and called this mayates. Let me see. Here we go right here. I want y'all to notice the difference in appearance of this motherfucker. This shit is crazy, but let's kick it off like this. This is a video that he made about me when I called him out on being a fucking racist.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Substantiating my claims of him and
This
his
is
people.
a reaction video. I don't know. This is Bozo Bobby Yaya.
Not a bozo though.
Long time ago, somebody had put in my comment section a comment about this guy, that he was a racist because I was mentioning another person that was a racist. It says, hey, have you checked out this dude? This fool's a racist straight out, But I never went and checked them out.
I'm a racist for calling them out on their bullshit. Unfortunately, Bucko, I haven't came on here and called you all derogatory things, but I'm a racist. But you came on here and you called my people mayates. And then said, well, I did it because I'm tired. You don't think I'm not tired of y'all bullshit? Y'all fucking racism? The shit that y'all do, you don't think I ain't fucking fatigued with it? I'm not exhausted by it? You fucking weirdo? I'm tired. But I haven't reduced who I am as a human, as a man, as Bobby Yeye Jones, and stoop down to the savage level of you and others who come on here and sprue racial bullshit on the internet. I still ain't called y'all the shit that I can call y'all. So who's a racist? You are the racist, my man. You can't don't even call this mayates, but you been calling us niggers and mayates. Just like the video that you did when you were saying nigga, 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 and you was taking too much pleasure in saying that. Then you tried to say, oh, I said it because no, motherfucker, you said it because when you are with your people, y'all frequently call and refer to us as niggers, mayates, and a slew of other racial bullshit. We don't just sit at home and call y'all the B word or the D word or the WB word. We don't care enough about y'all to even acknowledge y'all in private settings when we're just doing what it is that we're casually doing. You racist motherfuckers that come on here, there's somebody to pose a question. Hey, y'all seen that racist shit that the Mexicans said? Or you seen that shit that just happened over here? Are you? And that's how y'all come up. But we don't just casually and generally talk about y'all the way that y'all talk about us. And 80% of the time when we refer to y'all, we're not referring to y'all as the B word. The food that you eat that's high in fiber. Or, when you swimming in a certain part of your anatomy get wet. We don't refer to y'all as that because we don't care that much about y'all to even You know what I mean? Like, come on, big dog. But let's get into this video that this weirdo made about me, calling him out for being a fucking racist.
I ignored it, but some people got at me in my comment section and said, "Hey, you should go check out this dude. Did a video reaction to your video, right?" And so big old pumpkin head fool, you know. This fool got like around 6 chins, and he's out here trying to clown on me that I'm fat, you know.
Okay, let's pause.
Big old head, like a 8-inch forehead and shit. If you guys don't know who it is,
right there,
I'll put a picture of his weird looking face on.
Brother, it's been a year, and you have aged terribly. You have aged terribly. Look at me. Now look at you. Look at me. Now look at you. You have aged terribly. You're aging like your European ancestors. Ugh, you look disgusting. You look terrible, my man. Your physical is drastically declining. You can't get an erection to satisfy your wife. You understand what I'm saying? You're not even the type of man that can continue to captivate, enthrall, mesmerize your wife. Your better half is seeking fun and excitement outside of your relationship. Bro, you can't even get a hard on. You're aging terribly. Look at me. Now look at yourself. You went from looking like a piece of shit to now looking like a pile of shit. So what are you talking about? See, what it is you may have seen my videos like, this is a kind of handsome young man. And you alluded to that without saying that. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Let's get back into the content of this fucking racist degenerate. Look at this motherfucker, man.
On the thumbnail, so that if you want to go watch the video that he made, which I suggest you do.
This motherfucker got his nerves.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want.
Like I be telling people, man, they got my page shadow banned.
Because,
and this is why I say this. All your favorite content creators has either did content on me, mention my name, been in different disagreements with me, even this dude. They shadow ban my page. Because all the way at the top of these YouTube streets, I'm talking about the YouTube streets, everybody who's a somebody knows who Bobby A is. They know who I am. I'm your favorite content creator. Favorite content creator. So let me reword that. I'm your favorite content creator. You will see individuals own what they own. I come with some political shit, or I come with some shit like this, and then the next day or within hours, they will address the same topic that I introduced to the internet. A lot of these dudes are my fans. See, y'all ain't my fans. Y'all my kinfolks. But a lot of these dudes is my fans. They come, they soak up game, and then they go back and they try to regurgitate it. But nobody can do Bobby A the way that Bobby A can do Bobby A. We done seen guys try to do what it is that I do, and it's an ultimate fail. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. It's quite hilarious and amusing to me. But let's get back into the content,
man. Regardless with whatever he tried to do to make me sound like a racist,
what?
All through the video.
Did y'all just hear what he just said? No matter what Bobby A, that's me. No matter what I try to do, Munchie C, I can believe that most definitely. And that's why he was hurt and he wanted to fight me and grab on me and wrestle me and feel on me and have our bodies pressed up against each other. That's what we're not going to do. I seen what it was. This wasn't about just a fisticuff. This was him wanting to be, desiring to be in an intimate setting with me and doing whatever he be doing. No, you ain't about to do that, man. If you feel played or you feel like this or you feel like that, when you see me, because our paths are going to cross, handle your candle. I'm not about to be rolling around with no dude who's affiliated and associated and participate in certain, man, hell no. What? Imagine you fighting a dude and he wrestling with you, and you trying to get up out of that or doing whatever you doing, and his joint brush up against your leg and it's erect. No, we ain't gonna do that. No. Go get the gun. Go get the gun. This motherfucker turned on by this freaky weird shit. No, fuck that. Hell no. Imagine you fighting a dude and you squaring off, and when you fighting a person, you gotta size him up. And this dude got a TP in his midsection. Below the waist, it's you know what I mean? Like, what? Man, what's this? Man, I'm about to, man, no. So no, I'm not doing that. No Diddy. I'm gonna just put that out there. No Diddy. But getting back to what the brother said, yeah, that person is a major fan of mine, and his feelings was hurt when I spoke out against, and I called him out on some bullshit that he did that wasn't a part of the code. And to whack 100, that shit that y'all did on Hoover Gumby, that shit wasn't cool. We already up against it, and to try to publicly berate and humiliate another brother that has just called Hispanics out on their hypocrisy and their racial stance and views, that shit was wrong. When he's doing what a lot of y'all don't have the guts to do, that shit was wrong. Stop giving these people a show and berating and trying to degrade our people publicly. Because just as easily as, and that was a setup. Because they were texting first. It ain't like he just called and, oh, here it is. No. That could have been a thing to where, hey, mute the mic real quick. Hey, Gumby. They just call, they say this, that, and third. Mute the mics up. We'll handle it after the show. I'll make sure that he call. That shit wasn't fly. It wasn't cool. It's off code. And us as black men gotta change some of the shit that we doing. And I'm talking about me influencing people. There was a certain particular individual that had committed and commented and said that, I got to start trying to change some of the stuff that's going on after they were introduced to some of the content by Bobby Ye. They wanted to become more about this and pushing the culture in a positive fashion, but they jumped ship. They aborted mission. I'm not aboard mission. I'm here. And we're going to push the way that we need to fucking push. Is all the content going to be geared towards this, that, and third? No, we going to get into some, and we also going to get into some, but when motherfuckers unjustifiably fuck with us, we going to get in their ass. That's it, that's all. But us continuously pushing this narrative that's rooted in us being against us, that shit ain't cool, and we need to try to find a way to fix this shit. But let's get back into this racist fucking content. You proved yourself to be a racist. I didn't have to.
So he proved out what my subscribers told me about him being a racist. He's very, very, very much a racist. Yeah. Anyways, before I get started, though, directly to you, Bobby, you know what? You could have did a reaction on my comment and been respectful about it.
Fuck you. There's no respect where disrespect exists. There's no respect. The two can't coexist. You're a fucking racist. I called you out over a year ago on being a fucking racist, and you just proved that everything that I said about you was correct. Listen, man, I'm not just coming on here being mendacious and making shit up on this guy. What I'm saying is the truth. He's a racist. Now, a year later, you see that what I said about this fucking racist is actually accurate. This dude, through information that I got from individuals that's close to him and his old lady, they talks about how she's dissatisfied in a relationship. How his little Pito doesn't even get up. How Pito is little, and not only is it little, his Pito don't even work no more. The little dissatisfying thing don't even work no more. How his wife is now frustrated, but out of love and her being a pretty decent person, she sticks with him. Oh, y'all don't want me to make the call and get the inside scoop of their relationship, their marriage, because I feel like, you know what I mean, that's overkill. And I'm not Wendy Williams. I'm not Tasha K. I'm Bobby A. I don't give a fuck about his marriage, but I give a fuck about my people. And we're racists who have a lot of shit that's going on in their personal lives, try to come on here as if they're perfect and degrade my people. I have a problem with that. Your marriage isn't what it used to be, bucko. Fix your marriage. You're trying to be the protector of the raza, but your marriage is failing. Fix home. Then come on the internet and talk about something of value. Your marriage is in shambles. Your body is deteriorating before us. Y'all see how you look then? 1 year, you see how you look now? Now go back and see a video or a picture of me 1 year ago. Man, I was all swole up and shit. You know what I mean? I was going and battling depression and a lot of things was going on with me, but you can see my progression. Look at him. Look at this picture, this video from him a year ago, and look at him now. And then do the same thing with me. You're like, what the, man, this dude, yeah, his skin starting to clear up, starting to glow. You know what I mean? So whatever I'm doing, I'm practicing what I preach and I'm living by it. Your health is failing. Your marriage is failing. Your little pito don't work. A lot of people who were supporters of you have been distant. Why you think the people been distant? You're not the same anymore, bucko. The conflict and complications in your marriage is now showing in your behavior, in your engagement with people who love you. They don't want to judge you. They don't want to fully cut you off. So they have become distant because you're not the same. And please rebuttal this. Yesterday, I admonished you not to, but rebuttal it. I want you to rebuttal it. So a motherfucker can expose your fat Michelin man looking ass. Fucking weirdo, you fucking degenerate. See, that's the thing, man. Sometimes we ain't even got to expose the light. We ain't got to expose the snake. We ain't got to expose the fox. They gonna expose themselves by the things that they do and engage in. Sometimes you sit back, you watch, and you let a motherfucker expose themselves. I ain't have to do a million videos on this fucking racist piece of shit, pile of shit. I put the information out there. I sat back, it manifested. Did it not? Yes, it did. They can't say that about me. Oh, Bobby A's a racist. He called us the B word. He called us this. He called us that. No, Bobby Ye come from a position of providing facts to support what I'm saying about you and your people. It's all facts. It's all fact driven. You can Google any and every fucking thing that I have said and substantiated through a Google, through research. You can get a fucking encyclopedia. And the information that I'm presenting about these people, you can find that. There's no proof of Bobby A being a racist. There's no proof of Bobby A being this or that. But there's proof about you being a fucking racist. You just called us mayates. There's proof about your people being fucking racist, cocktailing black women homes and all this type of shit. Ganging up, getting a whole video to come out to go address a black family who don't have any problems with y'all. And being that they saying, hey, we don't have any problems. Y'all took that as a form and a sign of weakness. And y'all wanted to gang up on them. But this is the thing. You come playing with a motherfucker like me in my household, you gonna get what you're looking for. It's gonna turn bad. You bring that level of hatred, disrespect, animosity, and all that shit to my doorstep, and individuals like myself, oh, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. You ain't bringing that shit to my doorstep, because I, as a man, have to protect my family. You ain't about to come and traumatize my motherfucking family, throwing bottles and riding up and down the streets and busting out the windows and no, fuck no, you're not gonna do that to me. I don't give a fuck what body or what hood I stay in. You bring that level of engagement to me, it will be returned. It will be reciprocated. See, y'all be having the right ones at the right time. One day y'all gonna play this racial shit and call yourself to go into somebody's house being racist, trying to intimidate them and get your motherfucking smooth the fuck out your head. Motherfucker, call your people out for the racist shit that they do, that they execute, that they carry out against my people before you bring your fat neck ass on here and talk about anything. Let's get back into this motherfucking content, man.
But you want to act like a clown and all, you know, all that YouTube shit talking and all that. You know, I say what I say in response to you and your disrespect, all right? Because I'm trying not to be that guy, you know?
He said he's trying not to be that guy. He's trying not to be that guy. He didn't say because I'm not that type of guy. He says I'm trying. I'm exercising self-control to not show y'all that I am that racist guy. I'm trying not to go back to snorting that. I'm trying not to go back, and that means you're putting forth effort not to engage in it or to allow it to manifest and show. He didn't say I'm not that guy. I'm not that type of guy. He said I'm trying not to be that guy, but you are that guy. You're just holding it back, and it manifested when you just came through here and called us mayates. That wasn't the first time you called somebody a mayate. But let's get back into the content. This dude is intellectually my inferior. He's not on the same. He isn't on my level intellectually. This is child's play with an individual like this. This is child's play. You can't fuck with me, boy. Intellectually, physically, and I will say a few other things, but I don't want to disrespect people who haven't came on here and disrespected my people. So I'm at least have that level of self-restraint. Let's get back into this content.
I'm trying to get at people right, but you want to get on and it's just like calling the fucking kettle, right? Calling the teapot black, man. You know, it's like you got to take a good look at yourself, homie. You know, you're already getting at that age where if you were any good looking when you were young, you're a funny looking dude now.
Check this shit out.
If you were any good looking when you were young, you're a funny looking dude now.
Check this shit out.
If you were any good looking when you were young, you're a funny looking dude now.
Let's stop there, brother, and let me correct you. I am him. I am him. If your old lady seen me, your old lady would desire to be intimate with me. If your old lady seen me, she would desire to be intimate with me. If I was ever intimate with your old lady, your bitch gone. If I put on your old lady what I can put on your old lady, she'll have no need for you outside of monetary support and sponsorship. Because that's all you're doing right now is sponsoring your old lady who don't even have a sexual desire for you because you're incompetent and you're suffering from erectile dysfunction and you got health issues going on. Did you let people know that you really can't walk up and down the street without? Did you inform people about your recent doctor visits? So let's have a conversation about it, man. Because what I possess, what God has blessed me with, if I bestowed this upon your old lady, she would be gone. And all that she will need from you or want from you is the finances that you give to her. You're no good, bro. It's fucked up for you. You're on a decline. I am on an incline. You are descending and I am ascending. So what are you talking about, brother? Well, let's get back into this degenerates content. Auntie, what's the deal? I love you. Much love and respect. Rich Religion says some men are cute to him. That's what I ascertained or I ascertained from his statement. He wanted to call me handsome. He seen my videos like, damn, this is a pretty decent looking African-American gentleman. He really wanted to be my friend. He really wanted to have a conversation with me. He really wanted to have me on his panel and we can have dialogue. He's really a fan of mine. I BS you not. This is true. This guy's a fucking fan of mine. But it's cool. We're going to jump into this content. Let's read a few comments. Juan Macias says, Bloods, Crips, and Southsiders obviously still got some shit that needs to be handled in the streets, not on the internet. Let me highlight that. Wait, man, is that my Northanio partner? Is that the Northanio dude? I don't know. Maybe I think that may be the Northanio. The Northanio brother that was in the California Youth Authority. Excuse me, when my homie Poe Daddy now. Aidana Baraka says the homegirl Lawani from the Jays got tripped on in Ramona, while fake ass cats on boards claiming shit is good with us and them on records. You're right. Aidana Baraka says most of them are light years behind on Watts. What's going on? On Watts. What's going on? Most definitely. Hey, brother, I love you, man. And thank you for that amazing dialogue that myself, you, Da'u, and Brother 6'4 just had. Hopefully, if there's ever an opportunity, man, we can get into that again, man, because that was some profound dialogue that's really going to have a major effect upon those who are receptive to it. So for that invitation, I thank you for your contribution to the community of Watts. Brother, I thank you and I love you dearly. Let's get back into this content, man. I'm about to start hitting these timestamps. Just wanted him to talk a little bit.
So go take a look in the mirror before you start clowning on people. But let's get
Like
straight to it. Before I get into details, I want to thank you, Bobby. Yes, Bobby. Yeah. I want to thank you.
Why are you thanking me, son? Why are you thanking me, my intellectual inferior? Why are you thanking me, my fan? Why are you thanking me? More of your people need to thank more of my people for our contributions to the Chicano movement, the Chicano community, and the Chicano culture. More of your people need to come on here and thank me for what my ancestors have. Hold on, let me mute up. This is an important call, and I don't want it to be no incriminating. Oh, he hung up. I don't know why he just didn't call my phone. Hold on 1 minute. Certain things I don't talk about on Facebook, they're recording all that shit. All that shit is documented. Hold on, cuz. Yeah. I hope this ain't the bad news that I think that it may be, cuz. I pray to God that this ain't the bad news. I hope not. Hold on 1 minute, cuz.
my videos, you know. Before even getting started in your content, you say, after that comment from your viewer, yeah, this is the lefty gunplay that said this about his daughter being with a black person, blah, 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 blah. Then you go on to say, yeah, he subscribes to the politics that are anti-black in prison, or I don't know how you put it. And then you mention an association with the Aryan Brotherhood. Come on, dude. Before you even started, you're stirring up racial shit. I am not racist.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix. Now, this whole flow is a conversation, so your words actually build your website. I'm going for a store. And after a free flow,
I said many times, I'm from the human race. That's what race I'm from. I'm from the human race. And I am not racist. I say I am not racist. I am not racist. I am not. Racist. I say it many times. I'm from the human race. That's what race I'm from. I'm from the human race. And anybody who shows love and respect to me, I show love and respect in return. I don't care about your color, where you come from, where you were born. If you have an extra arm, you try to say that I'm a racist like Dubs. I don't know if Dubs is racist or not, you know. Because he talks about black politics and nobody could talk about black politics. Come on, dude, you're out of your mind. You know, we could talk about anything. Anything that's put on the internet is fair game, you know. So yeah, you know, I was gonna go into all the things you said about the Aztecs and the Mayans and all of these people that are also are melanated individuals, you know. That does not make them black. Okay, the melanin is what makes our skin dark and makes us able to withstand the sun's rays and stuff. Okay, that's why white people get so much skin cancer and stuff. They don't got that protection, you know. Uh, there's different levels. People have different levels of melanin. You know, I've seen Mexicans darker than you. You know, uh, I've seen blacks darker than you. You know, so it's just the amount of melanin that you have in your body. And the Aztecs, yes, they were melanated population. They were dark skinned, and still in Mexico, you still see the dark body. And the Aztecs, yes, they were melanated population. They were body. And the Aztecs, yes, they were melanated population. They were dark skinned, and still in Mexico, you still see the dark skin people. Melanated population. They were dark skinned.
My bad, cuz it just be a lot of shit going on. It just be like, you know what I mean? So forgive me, man. I'm gonna conclude the video basically the last thing that I was saying is that these intellectually inferior people disagree with me just to ultimately arrive at a point to where they agree with me. I've been saying that the Aztecs were melanated, carbonated, so much so that they look like us and not like him. Then I was saying that when they tattoo and paint the Mayans and the Aztecs on their body, when they I'm off mute now. When they tattoo the Mayans and the Aztecs on their body, it's a false depiction. It's not accurate. The Mayans look more like me and my people than the individuals that they have portrayed or depicted on their body, who looks like the people who migrated here 30,000 years ago, who look more like what they call the Indian people. That's not what the Aztecs and the Mayans looked like. They looked like my people. So when you tattoo the images that you have on your body, it's wrong. It's misleading. It's fallacious. Even this motherfucker agree with me. They disagree with me so much that they be blinded by their emotions just to ultimately agree with me. The Mayans may not have been black per definition, because the term black was something that came many hundreds of years later. But the Mayans were melanated, carbonated people who had dark complected skin. They called it swarthy. They compared their skin to the color of copper, the color of bronze, so on and so forth. Let me get up off this thing. Y'all step and be blessed. One love. Love y'all.